All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel again. Thank y'all so much for coming over, man. We are on Cameron channel. Now, this title here, man, this is so crazy because I was just talking to my wife about this. It says, how OnlyFans ruin an entire generation. Man, it's nowadays you can literally walk everywhere you go. You could almost look at people and tell they have a OnlyFans. You know, as the one was the big old BBLs walking around and stuff like that. Hey man, to each their own. But it's just crazy, man. Like how yeah, this generation, like, I don't know. I don't know. We're going to check this out, though. I'll leave the link to his channel in the description. We ain't going to waste no more time. Let's jump right into it.
OnlyFans has completely ruined an entire generation. Dog, when I tell you, nuclear bombs couldn't even do nearly as much damage as what OnlyFans did to our society. Bro, I knew OnlyFans was getting bad when I seen people not even giving life a shot at the age of 18 and going straight to OnlyFans once the clock hit 12. If you thought that Reddit, TikTok, 4chan...
See, and also, again, the parents. I don't know if that's real or not. If it is, that's crazy. She's 17 years old and just sitting there waiting, and then boom, she turned 18. Dang. They say some people have OnlyFans and they don't do what most people do on there. Some people do other things on there. But man, waiting right there by the clock to drop for you to turn 18 is crazy.
When I seen people not even giving life a shot at the age of 18 and going straight to OnlyFans once the clock hit 12. If you thought that Reddit, TikTok, 4chan, and Twitter did damage, just wait till you hear all the damage that OnlyFans has done in this video. Now, for the first damage that I think OnlyFans has done to society is that it's normalized a lot of weird behavior.
Facts.
We live in a time where people get their back blown out in front of a camera for thousands of people to see, but it's somehow okay because they make a lot of money. That is not normal, and that is not something that we should normalize / celebrate. Look, I understand that these OnlyFans girls be having Lambos, numerous penthouses, a few rollies, and more money than I could ever imagine.
But an empty soul. An empty soul. It don't matter how much you have, you will never ever be happy. It's so true. Yeah, so true.
But at the same time, they also have zero dignity if they can proudly brag about how their cheeks are getting clapped online for $4.99 a month. Why are we flexing our cheeks getting obliterated online? I just don't think that is just weird to me. Another thing about OnlyFans is that it completely normalized adult films, aka porn. Like, I swear, back then, being an adult film star used to be one of the most frowned upon jobs ever. But OnlyFans has made it completely acceptable. Like, if somebody told you that they did OnlyFans, you genuinely wouldn't be surprised nowadays. But back then, that would have been one of the most shocking things to ever hear. Another weird behavior that OnlyFans has kind of normalized is spawn camping young women until they turn 18. For example, y'all remember when Danielle Bregoli started an OnlyFans 1 week after she turned 18 and she made $1 million within just 6 hours of it?
The Cash Me Outside girl from Dr. Phil. Think about that. $1 million in 6 hours. Like, people knew her from the whole Dr. Phil when she was disrespectful. So you can already tell what the parent situation there. She was gone. She was gone. That's crazy. That I didn't even think about that.
Releasing, that means that there were some grown adults out there that found Danielle Bregoli attractive as a young girl, but they wouldn't necessarily say that. So they chose their next best option, which was to wait for this young girl to turn 18. Now they can see her naked legally. Like, the concept of that being legal is just absolutely strange to me. And whoever bought that OnlyFans once she turned 18 needs to be locked up ASAP no Rocky. Like, I just find that insane, because there's no way that the demographic of these people buying Danielle Bregoli's OnlyFans were like maybe 18, 19, 19, 20, 21, they had to be like 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds, maybe even some 30-year-olds in there. And we know damn well that a lot of these dudes that bought this OnlyFans didn't just randomly stumble across Danielle Bregoli the day that she turned 18. These dudes most definitely found her attractive as a young girl, and they just spawn camped their way until she made this OnlyFans. Now they can see her naked legally and go ham on the meat. Like, that's crazy to me. That is absolutely insane. There's also numerous TikTok girls out there who have also made OnlyFans once they turned 18, and they made bans because of these weirdos also. Like, it's one of the weirdest things ever, and this shouldn't be something that's like normal, you know? And as I speak, there's probably some 16-year-old TikTok girl out there that plans to make an OnlyFans once she turns 18, and there's probably tons of creepy old men waiting for that day to happen, which it's disgusting to even think about, if I'm being real. I think the age of OnlyFans should be at least 21, but obviously that never changed because right now the age to sell adult content is 18 years old, and for OnlyFans to change their age, the whole law would have to change as a whole. That's never gonna change. And since we're talking about weird behavior from OnlyFans, there's a lot of lies that goes on with just the business itself. Like, there's a lot of grown women on there lying about being 18 and 19 years old to sell more subscriptions, which is just absolutely insane. Even though those are legal ages, I still think it's weird to lie about your...
I'm just thinking about like parents who raise their, or think that they raise their kids right. You know, you raise your child, they're at the house, they're respectful, they graduate high school, whatever, and it just seems like everything's okay. And then next thing you know, they like, I ain't going to college. Like, all they were doing was playing the role until they turned 18. I'm just wondering if this story's like, you would feel like parents that raise their kids right, they would stay on a good path. But then they see all that money they can make, and then it's just morals gone. You know? And then you, as a parent, you can't be like, I'm going to kick you out, because then they're going to be like, okay, I'm going to buy my own spot. So it's like, dang. Like I said, to each their own. But how you saying like the age of 21? But I mean, you can't do nothing about that, them being 18. But like, yeah, when you're like 17, it's like, boom, 18, here we go. That's crazy.
Age to sell more subs. For example, do y'all remember that one NPC TikTok girl, Pinky Doll?
Ice cream so good.
Oh my goodness.
Ice cream so good. Gang gang.
So she actually used to lie and say that she was 19 years old to sell more subs, when in reality, she was 27. And this actually happens a ton on Twitter. You'll see mad girls talking about they're the hottest 18-year-old on OnlyFans. Whole time, they're 47 with 6 kids. Like, it's insane. A girl could legit be 67 years old with the saggiest yitties of all time. But for some reason, she's in every Twitter comment section talking about, I'm the hottest 18-year-old on OnlyFans. Yeah, you were the hottest girl. 51 years ago, Sharon. Hang it up. Like I said, I think it's weird to just straight up lie about your age to sell more subs. Like, that's just disgusting. And even the old ass men out there that are buying these girls OnlyFans, they're also just as disgusting, if not even more disgusting. Now, another reason why I think that OnlyFans completely ruined society is because it made the internet even worse for women. Now, y'all are gonna call me a simp and white knight for this, but just hear me out before you run to the comment section talking about my forehead is big. Just wait 1 second. Just hear me out. The reason why I say that OnlyFans made the internet even worse for women is because it made dudes comfortable with telling random girls online that they don't even know to make OnlyFans accounts if they find them attractive. It's the weirdest thing ever. Like, if a girl goes viral and she just happens to be attractive, the first thing that dudes are gonna say is to make an OnlyFans. It's the weirdest thing ever. For example, do y'all remember the Home Depot girl? For y'all that don't know, there's basically this girl who went viral on Twitter because she was attractive and she worked at Home Depot. And the first thing that dudes were telling her to do once they saw her was to make an OnlyFans. Like, peep some of these comments. Hear me out. OnlyFans and you equals rich. If you want to make a OnlyFans, real niggas wouldn't judge you. When OF. You're telling me that you see an attractive woman online and your first thought is she should make an OnlyFans? Like, I just find that insane. And honestly, I salute this woman to the fullest because at the end of the day, she chose her morals over money. She could have made life-changing bands off of OnlyFans, but she just chose to stick with her normal job and just create IG Reels and make YouTube videos when the whole world was telling her to create an OnlyFans. Like, that is hard to do in a world where OnlyFans girls be having Lambos and just regular working women have Toyota Priuses. Like, That is a hard task. And this actually happens to a lot of women that create content, because if you look at their comment section on like IG Reels or maybe TikTok, or maybe even like if a girl is doing a YouTube Q&A, the first question that a lot of dudes are gonna ask is if that girl is gonna make it OnlyFans. Like, bro, it's crazy, because if you do have an OnlyFans nowadays, people are gonna tell you to find God, but if you don't have one, people are gonna beg you to make one. Like, it's a lose-lose situation. Another reason why I think OnlyFans made the internet even worse for women is because it also completely ruined Linktree / just women having links in their bio. Like, y'all know how on Instagram people usually will have like a link in their bio, and that link will take you to maybe like a YouTube, Twitch, or maybe even like a clothing brand. Well, it's gotten to the point where if a woman has a Linktree in her bio, the first assumption that a lot of dudes are gonna make, even myself, is that that girl probably has an OnlyFans, when in reality that girl could just have like a Twitch link in that Linktree, right? But since these OF girls are running so rampant nowadays and you can see them everywhere, every dude is gonna automatically assume that any girl with a link in her bio has an OnlyFans. Like, it's sad to say, but it's true. Another reason why I think OnlyFans ruined society is because it gave people this money over morals mindset. If there's one thing that OnlyFans has taught me, it's that—
You know what also thought about too? It's a lot of dudes that got OnlyFans, right? So I mean, it ain't just the women. It goes both ways. I'm just saying, like, what's the real talent? You know? That's why, like, I don't watch a lot of music videos, man, because I get tired of seeing all the twerking. It's like, what else can... Somebody had said, man, Megan Thee Stallion been twerking for like 5 years straight. But yeah, again, guys too. So I'm just saying, what's the real talent there? You know? But it's a lot of dudes who are into fake this and fake that. That's like, it's almost like if your body ain't fake, they don't want you. They want a fake body.
people are almost always going to pick that dollar over their morals on any given day. The other day, I seen this post by Ruby Rose that said, "Yo bitch got morals, I got millions." Well, excuse me, Miss Ruby. I never knew that having no morals was a flex. But at the same time, I don't know what I was supposed to expect from somebody that said, sometimes you have to lie about your age when it comes to NFL players. At 16 years old, she had no morals 10 years ago, and she still has no morals today. It's insane. Don't get me wrong. Money is a really important thing in life because without money, you can't do a majority of things. But that money shouldn't matter if you don't have any morals / if it goes against your morals. Like, not all money is good money. Yeah, that money from OnlyFans might be good, but at the same time, it comes with a greater cost, which is your dignity and future. Like, I swear, people don't even care about their digital footprints anymore. Because, bro, OnlyFans literally leaves a permanent stain on your life. It leaves a mark on your future family, and I'm telling you, once your kids find out that you did OnlyFans back in your heyday, that's gonna be a pretty odd topic to even talk about. Y'all remember when that one blonde OnlyFans girl, Elle Brooke, was on Piers Morgan, and she was basically saying how her kids are gonna cry in a Ferrari once they figure out that she did OnlyFans?
How would you feel when you want to have kids yourself?
Well, I mean, I don't really want kids right now. But at
You
least
will do. How old are you?
25.
Right, so you will do at some stage, probably, right?
Maybe.
When you do, you're going to be proud that you have your little ones and they look at you and go, "Didn't you want to be a lawyer, Mummy? What happened?"
Yeah.
And you go, "Here, but look at all my stuff."
They can cry in a Ferrari.
Like, yeah, don't get me wrong, that Ferrari is cool and all, it's pretty fast, and I mean, it does look nice, but once your kid gets out that Ferrari and walks through those school doors, it's over for that man. It takes one kid in that school to find out you did OnlyFans. Now your son is getting his head dunked into a toilet on a Wednesday morning before PE class. You're telling me that it's okay that you get clapped online, pile drive, put in a DDT, and put in the walls of Jericho, all on camera for the world to see, but it's somehow fine because you have a Ferrari? That is absolutely insane. If you thought that bullying was bad now,
You know, I was thinking about because what's her name, Northwest, Kim and Kanye's child, how she's becoming like popular. You're starting to see her everywhere, and I know Kim and them are trying their best to probably hide that tape from her. But I'm just saying, she's gonna get to a certain age And it's going to be that same situation. I don't know, man. I just feel like, you know, they just don't care. When it comes down, what it boils down to is they just don't care. That's it.
Wait until 20 years from now. These roast sessions are about to get brutal. That's why you're ugly and your breath stinks. That's why your mom did OnlyFans. If your mom did OnlyFans, you might as well go mute because that's the safest option. Like, these OnlyFans pictures are never gonna leave the internet. I don't think people realize that. And also, just because you retire from OnlyFans, that doesn't mean that the pictures and videos retire as well. For example, do y'all remember the ex-adult film star Mia Khalifa? The other day, she was actually on Twitter talking about how the singer Tyla should stay away from these lil streamers because Kai Cenat and Tyla recently did a stream with each other. And when I tell you, all hell broke loose in the comment section because people just started dropping pictures of her getting clapped from like 8 years ago, dog. And that's what I mean by these pictures never really leave the internet. It doesn't matter when you retire, these pictures are always going to be there, dog. That scene probably happened ages ago, but since it's online, that picture is now forever. And what's even sadder is that when these OnlyFans girls do try to be serious and turn their lives around, no one ever takes them seriously. Like, if an OnlyFans girl tried to transition into different content, like maybe YouTube or like Twitch streaming, it wouldn't work because a lot of people are only going to see them as that girl that was getting clapped on camera. I mean, it has worked in some instances, but a majority of the time, it's not going to work at all. For example, there's this one OnlyFans girl named Nala who basically stopped doing OnlyFans to pursue religion. And when I tell you, nobody took her seriously. Did she get baptized in semen? Biggest meme of all time. This is delusion at its finest. Your entire internet presence is you not choosing God. And honestly, like, even though it's messed up, these comments are messed up, I can understand why. Because number one, it happened all of a sudden. And number two, she used to get clapped online and that was her previous internet presence. Like, she went from worshiping the BBC to worshiping the Bible. Like, that's a pretty drastic change. So it makes sense to why people don't really take her serious. But that just goes to show how much of a stain OnlyFans puts on your life. You can't even convert to religion without people cooking on you and saying,
Even, like, when we go out and about, you know, you'll see girls with big old hats, big old sunglasses. It's like they're trying to hide their face, but they're going, you know, they're in the mall in these expensive stores, you know, buying stuff, spending. You can just tell, man. It's like one of the things, if you know, you know. Because, like I said, unless some of these girls I've seen are like tattoo artists, but like, I'm just like, what kind of job you work where you got like tattoos on your face, you know, and you can tell they got the BBL, everything on the face fake, you know, it's like they're almost trying to hide because, you know, I'm pretty sure a lot of them probably be getting stalked too. That's a whole nother conversation there, you know, but it's pretty bad, man. It's pretty bad. The morals are gone. Like, I'm happy me and my wife, we're going on 20 years, man. I was just like, if I was single, I don't think I could date. I couldn't.
that you're doing it for clout or just bringing up your past. Like, it's sad, but at the end of the day, like, I can't really be mad at these people who are cooking on her, you know? All that being said, OnlyFans has done a lot of damage in today's society, and I think that OnlyFans is like the new cigarette of this generation. Hear me out, because I actually think this is like a really great analogy. At first, cigarettes were cool, trendy, and everyone was doing it because, I mean, there really was no research backing up why cigarettes were bad. Yeah, it was smoke going into your lungs, but somehow in the 1950s and 60s, that was considered healthy. But now, 60 years later, we've realized all the negative effects of smoking from all these studies we've done, and I think the exact same thing is gonna happen with OnlyFans. It may seem cool, trendy, and normal now, but 40 years from now, people are gonna realize how much damage OnlyFans has done to their lives. I think these OnlyFans girls could even possibly go that route that a lot of these adult stars are going right now, where they're unaliving themselves because of their past mistakes, which is actually really sad to even think about. Even though I don't really support girls girls doing OnlyFans and adult content, it is sad to see people unalive themselves for their past mistakes. Like, it's really sad. And that's been happening to a lot of adult stars lately. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All that being said, this is gonna wrap up the video. If you guys made it this far, I appreciate you. If you guys enjoyed this video, then I highly recommend.
Yeah, again, I feel like it goes both ways, you know. I kind of wish he would have talked about guys also, because guys, you know, do it too. But, you know, when you really think about it in the grand scheme of things, like, OnlyFans wouldn't exist if people didn't pay to watch. Like, sure, these girls can get on this platform and do what they do, but people have to pay to watch. So that also goes to the people, not just the girls who are willing to do it, but the people who are willing to pay, you know. So that's another thing. That is all. It's a lot. It's a lot to break down, man. I just feel like I feel like there's a lot more people can do, you know. I seen that, I don't know the dude's name, but that one guy who was skinny and he gained all this weight because he be eating all this food and he just be shoving it all and it just be all crazy. It's like a lady who will show a clip of that, and then she'll show herself in the kitchen cooking and like just making all this food, and she packages it up, and she goes out like and hand out food to, you know, all of these people. And a lot of people be giving her crap, saying like, why does she have to record herself doing this? But I'm like, man, this dude is over here getting millions of views of him just eating and throwing food all over the floor, and y'all giving her crap for giving to the needy. Like, you know, crazy. But hey, shout out to Cameron for the video. Appreciate you guys coming over and watching, man. Please comment below, like, share, and subscribe. Peace out.